Eric the Midget making some weird phone calls to me. The guy said, hey, Eric just made a weird phone call. I said, let me guess, he's pissed that I hung up on him the other day. Isn't that always the case?
I figured he'd be, yelling at you on an email or voicemail after that.
I got it for you right here.
Hello, you big-nosed jackass. What the fuck was the point of hanging up on me this morning? You rude-ass piece of shit. Don't you ever fucking do that again. I was trying to get to another point, and then all of a sudden...
Isn't it weird when a midget tries to be like a tough guy? It doesn't work. Like, if that was Chuck Zito saying it to me, it's a whole different thing. Goddamn right, I'd be apologizing.
Click, bomb. Fuck you. You annoying sack of shit. Don't you ever do that again. That was uncalled for. No fucking reason to do that to me. I had more to say, and I've had more to say for 2 or 3 weeks. That was my first time to get on the show in 2 or 3 weeks. And you abruptly hung up on me. There are people thinking that I'm not calling the show because instead of you take my calls every morning I've called, you leave me the fuck on hold. And people, they don't know that listening to the show. They don't know that I'm sitting on hold waiting for you to pick up my line. As far as they know, I'm asleep or just listening to the show, not calling. Let me on the air and don't fucking hang up on me. Got it?
Got it. Got it. Hey, for those of you who thought Eric isn't calling the show or is asleep, he's on hold. I just tortured him. He's the greatest, isn't he? Eric the Midget. I love him. Doug Goodstein just told me that Howard TV is going to do in the day in the life.
Of Eric?
Yeah.
Oh, great.
I think it's going to be sad.
Well, I still want to see it.
I'll watch it. Jerry, you're on the air. Nothing wrong with being sad. Go ahead, Jerry.
Hey, how's it going, Howard? Big fan, man. I went to high school with Eric the Midget. And he was such an ass. You think he's a jerk now. He ruined the last couple of years of high school because he had the entire place revamped for handicapped people. It was like a 100-year-old building made out of brick, and he had him put in an elevator for him.
No kidding.
Yeah, and the thing
What an asshole.
It was a regular high school, but...
how did that ruin high school for you?
What's that?
I say, how did that ruin high school for you? I mean, he got a...
Well, because they had construction crews going all the time, building ramps. Any place you would have stairs, they had to put in ramps. And they couldn't just put a ramp. They had to tear out everything and put in concrete, and it had to be grade level. I see. So while you were trying to learn, let's say, you heard noise in the background. Oh, okay. He is a pain in the ass. Come stay home. I can't hear you. They're putting in a ramp as we speak.
We're making way for Eric.
You mean he was the guy who...
He's the reason he failed.
Well, medical school is not for that goddamn midget.
Why you?
Yeah, what was he going to be that got derailed?
Yeah, what happened?
He's the reason I'm a shipping clerk.
What do you do for a living now?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm a land surveyor.
I walk around and look at the land.
So you realized your dream.
So what were you going to be before Eric got in the way?
A brain surgeon.
I was going to run for president, but, that didn't work out. No, you know what else?
I would have been president if it wasn't for that midget wanting access to toilets.
And
why can't Eric just shit in his pants? Why do we have to put a ramp to the toilet?
Wear a diaper.
And it couldn't just be a ramp. It had to be a safe ramp. You had to build railings.
That midget ruined my high school, man. We had to put in ramps for him. Does it bother you that he's more famous than you?
No.
No.
My marks would have been a lot higher if it wasn't for that damn midget.
No, he never left the basement anyway. He didn't need the fucking ramps.
Well, you're obviously very burned by this.
Let to give you another visual of what it was like to see him walk.
I was going to be an opera singer, sir, before Eric the Midget came along.
Well, I'm sorry to hear all of that. Thank you.
And I could have studied harder if it wasn't for that teacher yelling so loud so the deaf kids could hear.
Where was your compassion for him, sir? I mean, he is very handicapped.
He'd walk around and...
I would have graduated if it wasn't for that Braille reading material.
Now, let the guy say. What did you say?
Okay, so he'd be riding around his little motorized wheelchair, and he was in special ed, except for maybe one or two, so he always was hanging around the retards. And so there was this one guy who was probably 6 feet tall, kind of chubby, with hella acne scars, and he'd follow Eric around like a zombie. Didn't speak.
Harvey Weinstein?
And Eric would
wait, they're doing construction. You'll have to talk up.
Then he'd go and do something, whatever Eric would tell him, he'd go do it. And then he'd get behind Eric again and follow him around like he was like Eric was a little evil genius in a wheelchair, and there was this crazy monster.
Wait, sir. You know what? What you said would have been real funny, but they're doing construction. Eric's coming here next week, and we had to build him a ramp.
So in other words, you're saying Eric ruined the high school because him and this other guy walked around, and he would, it was distracting to you.
Motorizing him.
He'd yell at people to get out of the way, too.
Get out of my way.
I'm trying to get by here.
All right, thank you.